MC 1350, name Melanie Malang, 35 years old, married, high school graduate, with experience in Qatar as domestic helper. Okay, Miss Malang, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Madam and Sir. I am Melanie Malang, and I'm 35 years old, and I live in Mangaldan, Pangasinan. I am the third children of Mr. Meliton Fernandez and Mrs. Marcela Fernandez. And I graduated high school at San Jacinto National High School.
What makes you decide to work in Hong Kong?
I decided to work in Hong Kong for the future of my children and for my family.
Who's going to take good care of your 4 children if you go to Hong Kong?
My sister and my mother, Madam and Sir.
Okay, can you please tell us what is your experience working under Mr. Mohammed Abdul Haman of Qatar?
I take care for their 3 children. I cook, I iron and I wash and I clean the house.
Do you have any experience taking care of a newly born baby?
Yes, Madam, I have.
Can you please tell us what is your experience taking care of a newly born baby?
I know how to change their diaper and change their clothes and give a milk and their daily vitamins.
Do you know how to make a baby burp after feeding the milk?
Yes, Madam.
Okay, can you please tell us how do you burp a baby?
I will put the baby at my chest and I will lap their back until the air go outside.
If the baby keeps on crying non-stop and both of your employers are not at home during the day, how are you going to handle the situation?
I will put the baby again at my chest and I will dance and I will sing her a lullaby.
In case there is an emergency going on, what are you going to do?
I will make sure the safe of the baby and I will call the emergency and then I will call my employer to do what's going on to know what's going on in their kids.
How can you tell that the child is not feeling well?
I will see that if the eyes is red and if he or she not eating well.
Can you please tell us what activities or how do you interact with a 3-year-old toddler?
We will play and we will learn the ABC and we will sing the nursery rhyme.
Okay. If, for example, both of your employers are not at home during the day and it's only you and the kids that being left alone, how are you going to handle or how are you going to spend the day alone with the kids?
We will play together and I will teach him or her an ABC and we will sing the lullaby.
Do you love cooking?
Yes, Madam.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how are you going to rate your cooking skills?
8%, Madam.
If your employer will ask you if you could make the daily meal, would you able to follow simple recipes?
Yes, Madam, I can.
If your employer will give you a weekly budget for marketing and grocery, how are you going to spend the money that is being given?
I will do a list, Madam, for daily and then a week I will give it to Madam to see the expenses.
What are some other alternative method that you can do to make a baby go to sleep?
Or I will dance him, Madam, and I will sing for her.
Why do you think that employers should hire you as their domestic helper?
Because I'm a responsible, Madam and Sir, and obedient, and honest, and trustworthy.
If your employer will ask you if you could please clean their car, are you willing to accept the
Yes,
job of...
Madam and Sir.
Are you willing to have your day off set by the employer?
Yes, Madam.
If your employer, let's say, just gave birth to a newly born baby or soon will give birth, and they would ask you if you could please keep an eye on the baby during nighttime, are you willing to accept the job offer?
Yes, Madam.
Do you have any nursery rhyme?
Yes, Madam.
Okay, can you please show us what nursery rhyme do you know?
Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha.
If you will be given the chance to be employed by one of our employers in Hong Kong, what is your message to your future employer?
To my future employer, thanks for giving me a chance and a privilege to serve your family, to serving your family, and I will do my best. Possibly I could, and I will respect and love your children the way I love and respect my children too. And thank you, and hoping to meet you soon.